Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. We're going to do something a little fun today. I'm going to do a surprise giveaway from the Antonio Makes steampunk kind of 5-item challenge, whatever you want to call it. So I will be giving one of these cards to 3 of you. We're going to use the random comment generator from YouTube. Let me grab my iPad. And what else was I going to say? Oh, the comments were picked from the video that I did on these steampunk cards. So if you commented on that video, you have a chance of winning, okay? I've already put the URL number in, and there were 23 comments without my comments. And so I'm going to move this light bulb so it's not right in your faces first. Is it? It's still trying to peek in there, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to hit start, and we will see who the first winner is. Mary Schuller, this one is yours. So I am going to put your name on that, or with it, not on it, but with it, so that I know whose is whose and I don't mix it up. Mary. So if you can contact me on my Etsy, just leave me a comment so that I know where to send this. CH. Why did I do that so weird? U, that's an L, ER. Okay, so that one's Mary's. All right, and then we're going to do it again. I wonder if it picks Mary again. I won't. Okay. Oh, the second one goes to my sister, Megan. So this one's yours, Megan. That'll be easy to ship, huh? I just carry it right over to you. That's crazy. All right, this is random. I don't decide this. So, and then just going by the comments. Gloria, this one's coming your way, Gloria. So just make sure you contact me on my Etsy and give me your address, and I will happily send that to you. So congratulations to everybody that won, and thank you so much. That's kind of my 17,000 subscriber giveaway, and just a fun little thing, since those cards right at the moment I'm not making a journal for that, so I just figured it'd be kind of fun to give them away, you guys. So hopefully you like them and you're happy that you won. So yeah, just contact me on my Etsy. It has to be on my Etsy. Don't comment in the below, because if I don't find it, I don't want to miss, and I don't want you putting your address there anyway, and obviously you probably don't want to put your address there. So if you contact me on Etsy, you can give me your address and nobody else is going to see it. So that's why we do it like that. All right, so what we're going to do today is work on the cover. And I'm going to set this out of the way for just a minute, and then I'm going to show you what I did to it. But first I want to show you kind of where we're at. We've been doing these together, but I did do some of these journaling cards on my own, or tags, whatever you want to call them, just so that, you know, we could get some stuff done. So those are going to go in there, and you've already seen all those other pockets. The only other thing, I added that there. Oh, I need to put something in here, but I'll work on that. I think you guys saw this one in here as well. There's that one. And I just did that on my own time. I figured you didn't need to see every single journaling card that I made. And then there's this one, which is just a collage of all different things. This is those things I got on Amazon, that little thing I keep showing you guys. It's in my Amazon Associates link. If you go to my link tree and then my Amazon Associates, it's the little package of, they call it scrapbook something or other, decoupage paper, but it's also kind of under scrapbook. They're not very big, but it's a whole bunch of little papers and washi stickers and all that kind of stuff. Let me get this. I'm dumping the stuff I just labeled down in my bin, and then I'll have all the names mixed up. And then I just did a collage on there. So out of all different stuff, this is that paper that I made with the scraps, and this is that cool paper that my niece sent me, and some braille with some gold on it. So yeah, and a little bit of fabric up here. So just all kinds of stuff. And that just slips into the CD cover. And then we have lots of the tags from this kit, the We Forest Folk kit. So those are, and they're all backed. And I didn't really add anything to these. I just, you know, put some little tabs on them, and they're all ready to go. I did back them though, so they're nice and thick to write on. You know, they're not floppy or flimsy. And those will go in there, and then that way, this is pretty much done except for that one little envelope. I think I've got it all done. So yay. So then what I did is took a piece, oops, this has to tuck in here, huh? I took a piece of Sorry Silk, and I just tucked it, the two ends inside, because remember this was loose. You could pull this flap away. So I tucked those in and glued this whole flap down. I thought about leaving that as like a little tuck pocket, but the way I did this little piece, I just don't think it's going to work. So I went ahead and glued it down entirely. So those are stuck in there. So once everything's glued together, this will be able to wrap around, and I'm not exactly sure yet how I'm going to have it so that it, you know, ties over there or whatever. But anyway, you get the idea. That will wrap around. And then I also added pages, but we need to finish this part. So that's what we're going to do today is collage that whole thing. But all my pages are ready to go for my signature. And I've used my We Forest Folk, and then I've also used my Torn Paper and Ferns digital download, because it's got the mushrooms and the ferns and, you know, just like paper, this old paper kind of thing. So yeah, that's what we're using for that. That'll get stitched right in there. But first, let's finish off this little cover plate thing that I've been working on for a while and didn't know what I was going to do for a while. I'm going to remove this ladybug and stuff because we're going to do something with that. I know part of that ladybug's missing. But what I've done, you guys saw me make the little corrugated cardboard piece. I've just glued on, and you can see it's just totally haphazard strings, pieces of fabric, pieces of doily, just whatever, so that when it turns over and gets glued down, you'll see all those things just kind of sticking out. I wanted all those threads just hanging out all over the place. So I'm going to glue that down. And I think what I might do is take this out for now and kind of do this sort of thing so that hopefully I can get it as straight as possible. I'm going to take this tacky glue. I haven't used this yet, so bear with me while I snip the top off of it. There we go. Okay. Love tacky glue. And this bottle was gifted to me, so that's super cool. I hope there's not another, is there another? Yes. Like it's not wanting to come out. Now always ready, it says, which is nice, right? Okay, and I'm gonna put quite a bit because I really want to make sure all these little bits of string and everything stay in there. This bottle's not, doesn't help that my hands aren't working. But yeah, how you all doing? Did you have a good weekend? I'm still on my weekend, Sunday, but trying to get a little bit of work done. And my daughter's here. She's been working on her artwork. She's got some stuff due this week, so my son's at work. My hubby's here watching basketball, so that's why I'm doing a video. Because I'm like, you know, if you're going to do that, I'm going to go do a video. I'm not interested in... I like to go to sports, like, you know, go to a football game, go to a basketball game, whatever, but watching it on TV is no, for the most part. So, I just struggled to pay attention to any of that on TV. It's kind of a snooze fest, in my opinion, but I have my things that other people think are a snooze fest, so, you know, there you go. Just scoot it down just a little. I kind of want to see some of those mushrooms, and I'm really trying to push on the whole thing because it keeps wanting to bow those little edges up, and I don't want it to do that. Trying to make sure it's straight would be helpful, though. So I'm going to try to hold this for a minute, and I know this is super exciting to watch, but I've got these little bits, and I thought it would be fun to add a little something to it. And I'll probably have to spatter it a little bit again, but it just feels like that little brownie guy is looking down at something, and there wasn't really anything there. Not that there has to be, but I just thought it would be fun to put a little something there. And I thought about a different bug, but I know everybody's kind of on bugs. So I thought a ladybug. Everybody loves ladybugs. So I got that one out of my antiquarian sticker book, and I'll show you guys. This guy. Just set that right on there for a minute. And I just kind of cut part of it off because I want it to be coming out from kind of behind this mushroom. And then I added a little piece of that foam stuff that I got from my father-in-law, where this side's sticky and then it's just, you know, fuzzy stuff, but it's kind of thick, because it was sitting, otherwise it was sitting kind of like that if you just glued it down. So I just wanted to pop that up a little bit. So I think we're okay, hopefully now. I can always set a book on top of it later and try to get it to stay down, right? Okay, so the first thing we're going to glue on is this little piece of fern, and I'm going to put quite a bit of glue because I want to, again, make sure that it's not breaking and coming up and everything, because these are super fine bits. And you got to get them all because they just bend and come up. So what have you guys been up to? Did you do anything fun for the weekend? Hopefully you got to at least maybe get a little crafting in or something fun. That's what we all like to do anyway, right? Even if your weather was yucky. Ours, we just had super bitter cold wind, and like the snow has stopped, but the wind just bites right through you. So I kind of want to stick this into this doily. Down here there's like a little hole, just so it kind of looks like it's got some sort of foundation on it. But I want the ladybug coming out from behind it, kind of like this sort of thing. I can get him to get his rear in there like that, so you can see him, and like he's looking at him. I don't know why this matters, but it does. I know you guys think I'm insane. I probably kind of am, but it's all right. We're gonna use tacky glue just because it's going on top of that fabric. And it's just got, it's not a sticker anymore because I glued it onto, or stuck it onto coffee dyed paper, doubled, folded, so that it would be a little bit thicker and not so flimsy on top of that fabric. Because I knew if I just used the sticker on top of the fabric, it would make it all lumpy, bumpy, and weird, you know, because it's so thin. So I think this will be good. A little of that glue over there. So yeah, I just thought it just needed a little something, right? It's his little ladybug friend. He's looking at her like, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. Darn ladybug. It's kind of like my cat. He hasn't done anything very goofy the last few days. He's kind of given up on the TV thing. I mean, he still sits up there whenever we're watching TV because he thinks we're going to play birds for him, but I don't think he likes being upstairs in the office by himself. He doesn't like his man cave. That's what it is. Somebody said, you've made your cat a man cave. It's like, yeah, I did do that. But I'm putting some glue in here because I just realized those pieces were coming apart on that mushroom. But yeah, he, you know, he wants to be where all the humans are, which duh. But so he doesn't like to hang out in the office and watch the birds as much as he liked it with us there. But I can't have him smacking our good TVs because he gets a little rambunctious, and you know, I'm sure y'all understand that. So, but if he really wants to watch, I'll turn it on for him. I usually do on the days that I'm upstairs, you know, working in here in my craft room, because that gives him something to do. I feel like this is a little wobbly. Maybe I need another few little bits of this just to glue those two little edges down. And like I said, my father-in-law is an airplane mechanic, and I guess they just throw this stuff away after it like expires. I don't know. It's just foam, but you know, I get it. On an airplane, it's kind of important if everything's in working order, obviously. But he's like, I just didn't want to throw it away, so I thought maybe you could use it for something. So, yep, I can. Let's see if I can get the back off of it ever. It's a little tricky. So yeah, that was awesome that he thought of that, because I can definitely use it, and it doesn't matter if it's expired. I'm sure 90% of what we use is expired. Lots of old paper, lots of old everything. So yeah, I think it'll be just fine. But yeah, I don't have really any exciting tales to tell on that front. He hasn't done anything very goofy, that cat. He's such a nut. Oh my word, I apologize for this. Let me see. Maybe if I just take the stuff off. I had it down pretty good this at Christmas time when I was making all those things. I'm just gonna wait. I'll just wait and do that later, so you guys don't have to watch me try to struggle with that. All right, so then we can go into the inside and do some collage. And it's probably not super exciting, but I just didn't want to do it, and then people were like, oh, I wanted to see how you did that or whatever, so I decided I would go ahead, and the top doesn't stay on, it just sets on. Okay. So I have some papers, and I always have papers. This is my Torn Paper and Ferns, and this one I actually messed up when I was printing, but I thought these butterflies might be kind of fun to use. So I was thinking they might be fun along that. The only trick is there's probably going to lose parts of things, because that's kind of wide. Yeah. So maybe I'll just do it in sections instead. I finally got myself some walnut distress stain, because I really like it when it you get it wet, or it's oxide, not distress, walnut oxide, because when you get it wet and then dry it like with your heat gun, it turns that cool sort of blue-brown color, which is fun. So I decided to get some so I could play with it. But I also like the color of it to, you know, color stuff with, stain it with, whatever. Distress. Oh my gosh, words. Okay, I need to grab my paper. Hold on. My bags of paper that I like to use, old paper. Let's do just a piece of this. And this is just out of an old, I don't even know what it was, book that I have. Just do the numbers. This is going to take me hours. I haven't done collaging in so long, like this, you know, whole page kind of thing. Let's do the first. I know it takes forever when I do this, but I want this to be kind of grungy, so. But you are welcome to fast forward or hang out. Either way, I love you guys. All of the people that said, I watch all the way to the end. Thank you so much, because I really do appreciate it. But I understand, you know, if you got something else you'd rather do. I'm going to actually put some glue on those. Just to help them stick down a little bit better. Okay. I like this little girl with her hoop and stick. What do they call that? I don't even know. If you know, let me know in the in the comments. I need to move this though. This isn't working. It's like you got to get prepared for this thing. All right. I want that one up there, or I'll put it there. Oh, the picture on the back's cool too. Oh well, I already put some glue on it, so. So my husband and I, all morning, we're working on NFTs. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them. Maybe if your husbands are into cryptocurrency or crypto coin, but they're non-fungible tokens, which I don't really know exactly what that means, but you may have heard of it because artists are selling their work digitally that way. And so I have put some new designs in the wee forest folk area, you know, that type of look. And maybe I'll just use these. So we were working on that all morning, trying to get one of those going. So I'll let you know if it actually happens. I think it will, because I think we got everything figured out. But it's new to both of us, so. But he's really into cryptocurrency, and that's like Bitcoin and that kind of thing. So, yeah, so that's what we did. So I may soon have 3 NFTs up that will be for sale. I think it was crypto.com. That's what we're using. And I know a lot of people don't even know what in the world I'm talking about, and I understand that, because I barely understand what it's all about. But I mean, I kind of get it, but it's sort of over my head for sure. So don't feel bad if you don't know what I'm talking about, because you're not alone. But I think it is good for artists if we can sell our work in other ways, because Lord knows, you know, it's hard to get your stuff out there. So I'm just going to kind of cut this. I can see what I'm doing. It's always interesting when you have these weird angles and things to do this on, but I wanted to keep that little, I could have cut it straight across there, but I wanted to keep the little notch. So just kind of wing it there. I think it's fine. So yeah, it was fun to get to use those in a different way. The wee forest folk and that. So I'm glad that I'm doing that, and I'll let you know how it goes. Like I said, it's all new to us too. And I don't know a ton about it. I'm not probably the best spokesperson for all that, but hopefully it'll help generate a little something coming in instead of it all going out all the time, right? Yeah, my husband's really into all that. I mean, I find it fascinating. It's just so over my head that I'm not the best at that, but live and learn, right? I think I just want some of this writing right here to go. Just that one little spot right there. And please don't ask me tons of questions in the comments about it, just because I probably won't be able to answer them. But if you go to crypto.com, and it's CRYPTO, and when I know for sure what whether that worked or not, I will give you more information on where my stuff is. But I'm not a guru, so I don't really know. But there are lots of YouTube videos on it too, so lots of people do that. Information on there. Okay, where did I put that logo? Oh, another butterfly. But they're kind of cool because you can, you know, digitally you can do a whole lot more things with light and all that than you can do when you have it on paper. So I think they turned out kind of cool, the pictures that I put on there. May 1903, it says on here. I don't know what the numbers are for, but hey. I can show you guys what they're gonna kind of look like. Not always the best idea to put that over, but since I'm going to go over this, I think it'll be okay. You want bigger pieces that go around those corners. Okay, let me see if I can find it real quick. Gotta get into my iPad here. I'll just give you an example. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it because of the light. If I turn this one off. Yeah, the light is really hard. But anyway, that's one of them. So, yeah, just a fun little something that we're doing. All right, what do we want to put right there? Maybe some kind of color like this would be good. And this image is in my Torn Paper and Ferns digital download. I'm glad my sister mentioned the ferns because that got me going on all my fern things that I have. I'll just fold that over. So go there. I'll fold it over the edge. just a little bit of that off. Kind of want that torn too. Actually, I think I'll just rough it up because I don't think I had a whole lot of room left there. Okay, and I'll cut that, or attempt to anyway. It's always tricky around these corners here. I would just try to fold that over too, but it's just at a weird angle. Those little bits don't want to stick over there. Okay, so we just need a little something down here. Use a bit of our scraps that we made look a little better. It needs to be more even. Having trouble getting in my groove today for some reason. All right. No, I didn't tear off the right spot. Yeah, that'll work. Got gluey fingers, so now every little piece of paper is sticking to my fingers. It'll go faster now that we have this part done, because it's always interesting with these little spots, trying to collage on them. I may end up having to just cut that off. Okay, so now let's work on the main part in here. Glued down. I think I will just cheat and do that corner like that. Put a little edge on it. And I'll probably go around and ink the whole thing when I'm all done, just so that any manila file folder that's showing will, you know, get inked. So it's not that raw edge color. But yeah, if your husband's into that, like mine, tell him to look for me on there. And it's Crafty Cat, so. They're very different than what everybody else has done on there. I mean, there's some super amazing stuff. Some of it I'm not too sure about, but you know, everybody's got different styles, so. I don't know what these images have to do with fairies, but I just like, you know, all different stuff in there. It's fun. In a collage, it makes it more interesting. else are we gonna put on there? This is some TaylorMade Journals grungy wallpaper, and I can't remember which set I have, but she's got a bunch of them. If you go over and look in her shop, you'll see. Why am I doing it like that? She's got loads of different versions of it, so you can pick out just about anything your heart desires. Go all the way down to. We'll probably put a pocket on here. I guess it would help if I knew how far down, huh? I just don't know yet. I haven't decided, so. That was great. I really like this different paper I got. The Southworth paper, that's what I get from Amazon, but they didn't have the normal parchment that I get, the ivory parchment. This was like a cotton ivory colored paper, but I really like it because it tears, and I mean, I think it's great for collage. I like the weight of it, and I like the feel of it. And it kind of tears like old paper does, so I like it a lot. Because they didn't have my normal one on there. And it's just a really light ivory color. It's not like you almost would think it was white, but it's not. I didn't match that up real great, did I? Okay. Maybe I'll put some sparkly something in there. Might as well, since we got it right here. Yeah, my daughter's kind of buried in homework at the moment. She has to take the day off of work to be able to get it all done. It goes like that. I remember those days. It's like it goes along fine for a while and you don't have any trouble keeping up, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my word, can't keep up with all of it. It's too much. All the little gold bits start to fall off of this for some reason. Well, not all of them, but little bits of gold. If I say that would be better, huh? Strings. Okay. Now this is like just a partial of a face. I don't really love that a lot. Let me see what else we can find. I have a little dictionary page. That's a real old dictionary. It's just falling apart. That way or this way? Maybe this way, because I'll probably put something along there that'll cover part of that blank spot. So yeah, this isn't, ugh, the wind is just whipping out there again. This isn't anything new, but it might be if you've just started journaling. And I do have some new subscribers, so thank you and welcome to my channel. I really appreciate all of you. New, the ones that have been with me a while, everybody. I can't believe I have 17,000 subscribers. That blows my mind. I never dreamed when I started doing this, I thought I might get, you know, a few people that watched sometimes, but some of you are very awesome and watch all the time and comment all the time. That's why I love doing the surprise giveaways, because I just feel like that rewards the people that are always commenting and always watching. This is some of that paper from that little package from Amazon. It's very thin paper, but it's great for collage and stuff like that. Okay, now what? Now what, right? Bust forms. Bustles. I don't know, maybe I want to use some of this, because I haven't used any of this yet. Let's see. Let's try to miss the dragonfly so we can maybe get him in something else. Just a few mushrooms here. And the color of this is great. Lights are being weird. I feel like they're flickery. Don't know. Maybe it's just me. And I kind of like this. I don't know if I want it. I feel like I've got everything going that way. But I'm kind of stuck now because I don't want it right next to that piece. Could just go all the way across with that one. Yeah, sorry I don't have any great stories. Kind of boring. I guess I could stop the camera, finish this, and come back and show you guys what it looks like when it's done, since we've been doing this for about 44 minutes now. In fact, I think that's what I'll do. I'll just stop the camera and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. So this is what I ended up with. I got my mushroom all attached and the foam underneath it like I wanted it. So that is all glued down and nice. And then when you open it, this is the inside. Collage. Like this. And then the back has all been collaged. So I haven't decided yet. I kind of feel like this needs to be covered a little bit. It may just end up being some washi tape or something on there. And, but then this, see, now will tie around once it's all bound. But, okay, so we'll have this to sew in next time. And I'll do that on camera so you guys can see. And yeah, so we're moving right along. This is moving along well. So I will see you guys again tomorrow. Love you guys. Talk later. Bye.